Max in the number 12XX. Green flag in the air, we are underway. Bonnie Cannon jumps out to the early lead. Randy Reeser goes into the wall in turn number 1, bringing. As the green flag flies, we are back underway. Bonnie Cannon takes the lead down the backstretch. He's got Rick Sopp down to the inside. They're going to try to go 2 for 2 down the front stretch. Bonnie Cannon going to lead lap number 1. Sean Leisure looking down to the bottom. He's going to try to go around the number 59. That is your battle for second. Colton Mooney moving up into that 4th spot. He started in 5th. He's trying to pick him off one at a time. He's been one of our front runners in that number 628. Sean Leisure going to go right back to the back bumper of the number 59 of Rick Sopp. That is still your battle for second. Leisure going to go up top, but Rick Sopp trying to hold him off down there down the back stretch. Bonnie Cannon continues to lead out front in the number 33 machine. Almost a half a straightaway advantage for the number 33. That car has been fast all season long so far, and it looks like tonight is no different in the number 33. That is Bonnie Cannon. Rick Sopp still holding on to that second place spot from Sean Leisure. Leisure running in that 3rd position, trying to get around the number 59. But that 59 is making that car about 3 lanes wide down through the turns. It's making it a struggle for the number 67. Bonnie Cannon continues to lead as we are 4 laps into an 8-lap heat race. Bonnie has a 2.141 lead on Rick Sopp, as Sopp now has some work cut out for him. Sean Leisure had a good run going down into turn number 3, but Sopp was able to close the door through 3 and 4. Leisure going to try to open it back up down to the inside. That is your battle for second. As they continue to battle it out in second, Bonnie Cannon just continues to leave him in his dust. He is out to almost a straightaway advantage with the white flag out. One more trip around. Sean Leisure moves Sopp out of the way down the front stretch. He's going to try to go down to the bottom and make that pass for the second spot. He does not. Sopp with just a little bit more of an advantage here at his local track. Checkered flag flies for Bonnie Cannon, heat race number 1 winner. Rick Sopp will finish second, Sean Leisure in 3rd, Colton Mooney in 4th. After Mooney, it's going to be James Shipley in the number 03, Rob Max in the 12XXX on your running order. 21R, that'll be Riley Ainsworth with the number 6H of Hunter Krugel. In the number 11S, that will be Scott Newberry with the number 105 of Nathan Ferguson. And rounding out this in the number 31B, that'll be Thomas Bedrick. Green flag flies, we are underway. Leading down into turn number 1, that will be the number 41 of Frank Lackey. He goes out to the front, Hunter Krugel right behind him with Bradley Cox. One car up and over the infield tire, that is the 11 of Scott Newberry. Somehow he keeps that car going. That tractor tire is almost as tall as his car, so it's kind of amazing he kept that one going. Meanwhile, up front, Frank Lackey is running away in the number 41. He's got Hunter Krugel and Bradley Cox on the chase, but he's going to leave them in his dust for now, as he has half a straightaway advantage on the number 6H. Bradley Cox was going to try to contend for that second spot, but now he's losing some speed to the number 6H. Scott Newberry somehow goes over a tractor tire and is moved up to 4th. That car seems to have gotten faster after wrecking it. He's up to 4th, and he's hunting down the number 86 of Bradley Cox. Newberry with an A-feature win last week here at Monarch Motor Speedway. We got contact back through the field with the number 71 and the 105. They keep it going. We stay green. Frank Lackey all alone up front. He has almost amassed a 3-second lead as Scott Newberry goes for third. He's got it down into turn number 3, but Bradley Cox going to try to go to door off turn 4. Hunter Krugel in that second spot, but Frank Lackey now up and over a 3-second advantage on the number 6H as they see the 2 to go signal. 2 laps to go in this one. Lackey with a fairly clean car up front in that number 41, a good looking car with that blue and yellow. He's going to sail it down the front stretch in that number 41 Dodge Neon as the white flag comes out. One more trip around. Scott Newberry has almost caught your second place driver of Hunter Krugel. We'll see if he can get there before the checkered flag. But Frank Lackey all alone through 3 and 4. He'll come to the checkered flag and win heat race number 2. Hunter Krugel will save second. Scott Newberry in third. Then it'll be Bradley Cox, the 105 of Nathan Ferguson, the number 71 of Riley Ainsworth, going to go down to the bottom and will get the spot at the line. We're about to go green. So green flag down into turn number 1. Your leader out of turn number 2 will be Tifa Tiller. Colin Tifa Tiller in the number 14, taking the lead from the number 11H of Howard Watson. Watson going to have to contend with the number T34 of Mitchell Trammell from 6th to 3rd already in 1 lap. He's looking to make more as they head down into turn number 2 down the backstretch. Watson going to look back down underneath the Iowa Park driver up front. Tifa Tiller trying to do his best blocking job down the front stretch. The 2 Chevys up front. The 14T of Tifa Tiller running the high side through 1 and 2. He's going to dive it down low down into turn number 3 with Watson right on his back bumper. Mitchell Trammell also trying to come all the way from Decatur, Texas up into the top 2. They're approaching lap traffic in the form of the number 45 of Kevin Boren. Boren running down to the bottom in what looks like an old Mercury. Colin Tifa Tiller will make mincemeat of the lap car as they head down into turn number 1. Watson looking back down to the bottom, trying to make it door to door through 3 and 4, but he just cannot quite get next to the 14. This has been our closest drive up front for the race lead, as Howard Watson has given everything he's got down to the bottom, but just cannot quite make the move on Tifa Tiller. But Tifa Tiller continues to lead up front and has been the car with the most competition in his heat race so far tonight. 2 laps to go, this time by, as they head down the backstretch. Tifa Tiller has been the fastest so far. Nobody touching his 19.46 or 493 as the white flag comes out. 1 more trip around the Speedway. They head around Boren for a second time, putting him 2 laps down. That'll provide a pick for Tifa Tiller as Howard Watson has the woe up to get around the number 45. They'll head through 3 and 4 for the final time. Your heat race winner will be Colin Tifa Tiller. Howard Watson will finish second, then it'll be the T34 of Michael Trammell. The number 05 of Justin Cottle rounding out your top man in turn number 4. That is the starting line. Forrest Wempkin and Aaron Alley gonna lead them back around. We're green. Aaron Alley jumps on it down the front stretch. He will take the lead down into turn number 1. Forrest Wemkin going to hold on for a second. Trevor Foley going to go around him on the inside. Canoyer down to the inside as well. He will slide up into that third spot as we got 2 cars going around. Alexander almost saved it, but now he's stuck at the bottom of turn number 4. Caution. So we are going to go green now, as Jason Alexander did have a little bit of damage from touching that tire down at the bottom. Loud pedal on, we're green. Aaron Alley will jump down to the lead, down into turn number 1. A little bit of smoke coming out. We'll see if that is a little bit of oil touching those hot headers up front. Trevor Foley going to go back down to the bottom. He's going to sail behind that number 17A. Alley will lead lap number 1 as we head into lap 2. Foley trying to make a move on that number 17A. He's got Canoyer in tow. Hunter Welch trying to stay with him in the number 325, but just cannot quite stay with those top 3. So far, no horsepower lost from that smoke on the number 17A, but we'll continue to watch that situation to make sure that that car is still going. Trevor Foley going down to the bottom, trying to make it a side-by-side battle for the lead as the A-feature winner from a couple weeks ago trying to make his move. 2 A-feature winners from this season at Monarch Motor Speedway, running 2nd and 3rd right now. Foley going to go up to the top side and follow suit with Aaron Alley. Aaron Alley in that number 17A holding on, but Foley giving him everything he's got. 2 laps to go, this time by for the limited mod heat race number 1. As Foley continues to go high, go low, he's looking for that race lead. Aaron Alley going to take it up to the high side as the white flag comes out. One more trip around the speedway for the driver of the number 17A. Aaron Alley's dealing with Forrest Wemkin up front. Can that come into play? Checkered flag flies. Alley will hold on. Foley will finish 2nd. Then it'll be Josh Canoyer in 3rd. Number 2 about to step on the loud pedal through 3 and 4. Gerard and Todd leading them to the stripe. We're green. 3 wide instantly right behind your leaders as now the number 67 hard on it on the outside. That's Sean Merkel. Merkel moves up into the 2nd spot. Merkel had a huge run down into turn number 1, and now he finds himself in 2nd. Right behind your leader of Jay Todd. Jay Todd in that number 38T. Right behind them, Michael Gerard trying to hold off a gaggle of cars with the number 51 of Thomas Walp. Walp going to go down to the bottom in the number 51. He's got Kelly Terry to his outside trying to make it a 3-car battle for the 3rd position. Jay Todd going to sail it down through 3 and 4. He is all alone up front. Sean Merkel trying to run him down, the Nakona, Texas driver in the number 67. Thomas Walp going down to the bottom. He's going to try to put the slider on the number 38. He cannot quite get in front of him, and now he makes the clear, and he's going to go up to the 67 of Merkel. Merkel running the bottom side, not running what got him to the 2nd spot. Now he's paying for it as Walp freight trains him on the outside. Walp goes to that 2nd spot, and he's got a hot rod right now. Thomas Walp with the 2nd fastest lap of the night in the limited modifieds, as the leader's going to see 2 laps to go for the number 38T. Gerard holding off Pinson down to the inside. Brandon Decker. Decker down to the inside trying to make a move on the number 36. That is your battle for the 3rd position as Merkel continues to fall. White flag is out. One more trip around as Jay Todd sends it through 3 and 4 for the final time in heat race number 2. Give it to Jay Todd. Thomas Wapp will finish in the second position. Then it'll go to Brandon Decker, Michael Gerard, and Sean Merkel. Kelly. Caution light goes out. We're going to go green. Tyler Webb and David Tanner are going to set the pace once again. We're green. Tanner jumps to the outside and will take the lead down into turn number 1. The D25 jumping down to the bottom. He's got the number 56W hot on his tail. Tyler Webb, your feature winner from last Saturday night to be exact, as we had the 2-night event last week. Tyler Webb jumps back down to the bottom. We're going to try to go door to door off 4, almost contact. Webb steps on the brake and gets contact free there in the number 56. David Tanner going to continue to lead back around, but Tyler Webb running down to the bottom real well. David Tanner has the top side working through 3 and 4, but Webb still trying it down through 1 and 2. Webb's going to slide back down to the bottom as David Tanner trying to hold the top side. We're side by side off turn 4. One of these laps, Webb is going to get up next to the D25, and we're going to have a drag race for the race lead. As I say that, almost 4 whole wheels underneath the number D25 as it gets ever so close each and every lap. The 66K of Jaworski pulling it off in the infield. His heat race is done as now Webb goes for the race lead. Webb with the slide up into turn number 3, had the spot down the back stretch, and he sees 2 laps to go as your race leader. Paying attention to the car that was pulling off into the infield, I completely missed the move down the back stretch. But Webb now with a big advantage heading into the white flag lap. Jonathan Powers trying to work on Eric Kimbrough for the 3rd spot as Webb sails it through 3 and 4 to the checkered flag. He won the feature last week. He wins heat race number 3 this week. David Tanner will finish 2nd, then it'll be Kimbrough and Powers rounding out your running order. Scheduled distance heat race number 1 of 4 we have for you tonight. 34 entries from the IMCA Race Saver Sprint cars of the Texas Sprint Series. As they inch through 3 and 4, Emerson and Melton waiting to step on the loud pedal. We're green. Dylan Layton going to go down to the bottom, trying to make it a 3-car battle for the race lead. As one car getting heavy damage down to the inside, and we're back to caution. So some caution once again. We're going to try it again. Complete restart, double file. Right here, Emerson, Melton, we're green. Melton stumbles on the start. Here comes Marcus Thomas. He goes up into that 2nd spot. He's going to try to hunt down your lead. That is the number 35 of Emerson. Jeff Emerson jumps out to the early lead. Here comes Thomas on the outside. Now he has Justin Melton down on the inside trying to make some moves. Dylan Layton sitting in that 4th spot trying to run down your number 111. That is your battle for the 4th and 3rd position, respectively. Marcus Thomas protecting the bottom side with the number 111 right on his tail. We are 3 into 8. Justin Melton holding down in that number 111. He's got the number 10 right in front of him. Marcus Thomas trying to run him down. Halfway home this time for Jeff Emerson, the race leader. Marcus Thomas holding on strong in that 2nd spot, but he's got all kinds of battles from the number 111 of Justin Melton. Melton running down to the bottom in that 111 car. Marcus Thomas trying to run away from him up front. Your fastest car on the track is, in fact, your race leader, the number 35 with a 12.722. 2 laps to go. That time by for Jeff Emerson in the number 35. Marcus Thomas in that 2nd spot as they're going to hit the white flag. One more trip around for the Texas Sprint Series. Emerson sails it down the back stretch. Nothing doing for the rest of the field. Your heat race winner, driver the number 35, that's Jeff Emerson. Marcus Thomas will finish second, then it'll be the 111 of Justin Melton, the 18X of Dylan. Stubblefield trying to run down to the bottom, but Sherb going out to the outside, the number 18. Logan Sherb, a multi-time winner here in the Texas Sprint Series in the number 18 machine. He's going to go back down to the bottom and trying to make a move on that number 2X. He tried the slide job out of turn number 2, but now here he comes into the clutches of Kevin Ramey. Ramey going to try to go side by side with second. Sherb trying to hold him on the outside, but Ramey down to the inside. Your battle is for second. Kevin Ramey down on the inside. Logan Sherb on the outside. Slide job out of turn number 4. Kevin Ramey goes to second. Blake Scott now trying to capitalize on that number 18 machine, trying to get up in that third position. Halfway home that time by. Your fastest in-haul laps. Gary Floyd going from 8th to 5th so far, and he's trying to pick off another one. Colby Stubblefield up front, trying to run away in that number 2X. Kevin Ramey trying to keep him honest up front, as they're going to hit 2 laps to go this time by with the number 2X, your race leader. Gary Floyd making moves on the outside. He's trying to make a move on the number 29S. Blake Scott holding strong and trying to run down your number 18 for third. White flag is out. One more trip around the Speedway for Colby Stubblefield. Stubblefield down the backstretch with the number D1. As they head through 3 and 4, the Texas flag goes to Colby Stubblefield. Kevin Ramey will finish second. Then it'll be Logan Sherb. Blake Scott in fourth. Number 11 of Caitlin Dixon. Someone took off before the little green man at turn number 4. Green flag in the air, and that's a clean start. We're going to go green. Chance McCrary going to lead down the backstretch. He's got Chase Brewer down to the inside. Heath Nestor going to go to the top side as we are green. Drag race for the lead. Give it to Chase Brewer. Brewer goes to the race lead in the number 25. He's got McCrary on the back end now. As Austin Saunders making some moves, he's up into third from 5th. Heath Nestor going to get freight train back into that 6th position. The number 72 of DJ Estes, he's up into the top 4 looking for more. He's got Colby Estes right behind him. They are trailing each other up into the top 5. Austin Saunders, meanwhile, making a move for that second spot as we're halfway home this time. Austin Saunders is second. Chance McCreary going to stay in third. Whoa! DJ Estes spinner out in turn 2. He keeps it going and we stay green. Chase Brewer going to continue to lead out front. We got 2 laps to go for the number 25. McCrary now has his hands full with the number 71 of Colby Estes. Estes in that 4th position looking for third. As the white flag flies, one more trip around for Chase Brewer. Chase Brewer will lead her down the backstretch. Austin Saunders in that second spot as they head through 3 and 4. The Texas checkered comes out. It's for Chase Brewer. Austin Saunders will finish second. Then it'll be Chance McCrary. Colby Estes in the 3rd spot. 6 cars out of a scheduled 8. Inching towards 3 and 4. Green flag. Merrill sets a slow pace down into turn number 1. Chad Wilson going to jump down to the bottom. They will swap. They will swap down into turn number 4. Give it to Chad Wilson off turn number 4. Sterling Hoff now all over the back bumper of the number 41. That is your battle for second. Casey Merrill down to the bottom. Contact between the two drivers. Both cars make it through, and now Hoff with the slide job out of turn number 2. Casey Merrill going to go back down to the bottom and give a slider of his own, but he cannot make the clear. Sterling Hoff to second. Chet Van Hayes goes off into the infield. His heat race is done. John Ricketts now looking down to the bottom of Casey Merrill. That is your battle for third. He'll put the slider on the number 41, but cannot quite make it. Halfway home that time by. Casey Merrill holds on to that third spot. Chad Wilson up front. Chad Wilson continues to lead in the number 20 machine. Sterling Hoff lurking in that second spot, trying to run him down. This time by, we're going to see 2 laps to go. Hoff running that high side. Chad Wilson going to diamond it out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go for Chad Wilson. Sterling Hoff in second. Casey Merrill holding on to that third spot, but right now the race on the track is for the lead. White flag is out as Sterling Hoff with the head of steam. Slide job for the race lead. Chad Wilson going to go back down to the bottom. It's going to be a drag race off turn number 4. Hoff swaps down to the bottom. To the checkered, it's Sterling Hoff. Chad Wilson in second. Then it'll be Casey Merrill, John Rick. Green flag in the air, we are underway. Cody Boatwright going to lead down into turn number 1. He's got the number 25 of Hammett right behind him. The 2 Hammets running for second as they head down the back stretch. Jeff on the inside, Greg on the outside as Cody Boatwright going to lead lap number 1. Jeff Hammett down to the inside once again, trying to make the move on Greg Hammett. The number 3M of Ken Morris also right there in the mix. Ruben Broussard trying to cut up through the middle in the number 51. Hard contact between the number 51 and the number 02 of Bobby Miller. As Bobby Miller sitting in that 6th spot. Bobby Miller running down to the bottom with Ruben Broussard. Your leader still up front. From Ardmore, the number 22K, that is Cody Boatwright. Boatwright trying to run away up front with the number 25 of Greg Hammett, trying to keep him within bay, but that 13 of Jeff Hammett staying with the 25 as well. Cody Boatwright, multi-track champion from Southern Oklahoma Speedway, making his first appearance at Monarch Motor Speedway since it was brought back 3 years ago now. Boatwright about a 1.5 second advantage on the number 25 of Greg Hammett. Hammett trying to hold on to that second spot from Jeff Hammett in the number 13. Everybody else running right with each other, and that's giving Cody Boatwright the advantage up front to get away. Seven laps in the books as the white flag comes out. One more trip around the speedway. Checkered flag will fly this time by. Give the heat race to Cody Boatwright, your heat race winner. Second will be Jeff Hammett, or Greg Hammett, excuse me, with Jeff Hammett. The number 135, that will be Chris Lutmer. As the green flag flies, we are underway. Late entrant not on my list, the number 00M of Bobby McCool. Leading down into turn number 1, David Tanner will hold down the lead with the number 57 of Jay Baggett in that second spot. Dylan Ramey going to run down to the bottom in the number 7M. He's going to try to run down that number 57 for the second position. Bobby McCool up into the 4th spot looking for more. The Ennis, Texas driver of Bobby McCool in that 00M. Dylan Ramey looking back down to the bottom. That is your battle for second with the number 57 of Jay Baggett and Dylan Ramey in third. David Tanner out on a Sunday drive out front in the number D25. He has run away. David Tanner going to see 2 laps to go with Jay Baggett and Dylan Ramey running in that second and third spot. David Tanner all alone. White flag is out. One more trip around for David Tanner. Jay Baggett has his hands full with Dylan Ramey there for the second spot. As Tanner sails it through 3 and 4, checkered flag will fly for the Wichita Falls native. Jay Baggett will finish second, then it'll be Dylan Ramey in third. From there, it will be the 00 of Bobby McCool. Green flag. Alford will lead down into turn number 1. He's got Michael Reyes in tow. Reyes running that second spot with Cooper Tiller. Tiller in the third position. Michael Reyes running in that second spot. Jacob Alford up front with the number 14M of Michael Reyes right behind him. Alford has his hands full with the number 14M of Reyes. Reyes going down to the bottom. Now he'll head up through the middle with Alford as they hit the white flag. One more trip around for the Youth Tuners. Reyes going to look back down to the bottom. He trails the number 12A through 1 and 2. Now he's peeking down to the bottom, trying to make it a race for the lead. As they head through 3 and 4, they're going to go door to door. A little bit of contact, but checkered flag flies for Jacob Alford. Michael Reyes will finish in second, and Cooper Tiller. Caution lights go out. We're going to go green this time. Green flag in the air. We are underway. Sean Kiley and O.C. Hunt going to lead them through 1 and 2. Sean Kiley going to take the lead down into turn number 3. Hunt will go back down to the bottom in the number 13. He's going to try to get back up next to the number 28K, but give the lap to Sean Kiley. The 814 of Jamie Hatcher running in that third spot. Sean Kiley up front with the number 13 of O.C. Hunt. Jamie Hatcher in the third position. Sean Kiley had a little bit of a challenge from OC there momentarily, but now OC Hunt sliding back just a little bit in that number 13M. Sean Kiley will try to run away with it up front. OC Hunt going to look back down to the bottom once again as they continue to run 1-2. Hunt gets a little bit of an advantage through 1 and 2 and then just gets sideways down the backstretch. Something going on with the number 13 as the white flag comes out for Sean Kiley. One more trip around. Here they come down the backstretch for the final time in heat race action tonight. Sean Kiley will pick up the checkered flag and the win. OC Hunt will finish second, and then it will be the number 814 of Jamie Hatcher. The caution light out. We're going green this time. Inching through 3 and 4, they step on the lap pedal. We're green. Logan Sherb going to jump out to the early lead in the number 18. One car around. Hold on. The 21B spins out into the infield. We stay green. That is Justin Bates who spins out into the infield. Logan Sherb going to jump out to the early lead. He's got Dylan Layden right behind him in the number 18X. The 41 of Casey Merrill and Landon Thompson occupying your... Whoa, we got one car up and over in turn number 4. Red flag on the Speedway and the driver's okay. Let's hear it for the driver, the number 22. That is Lucas Sherb. He's climbing out of the car after a tumble. So caution light goes out. Logan Sherb inches into turn number 3 with the single file restart. Dylan Layden trying to stay glued to the back bumper of Sherb. Sherb slow rolled it on the start. We'll see what we can do here, and he does it again. Green flag in the air. Dylan Layden looks down to the bottom and down into turn number 2. He's going to sit down and sail down to the inside. Can he make a move on for the race lead? Landon Thompson with a head of steam down the back front stretch. He'll try to move up into third and give him a little bit more breathing room. Casey Merrill, the car owner, will fall back in that 4th spot. And now Landon Thompson looking for more as the caution comes out. See if he can repeat that run he had going. Casey Merrill sitting in that 3rd spot with a little bit of breathing room. Logan Sherb so far the guy with the most breathing room in this one. As they inch, he slow rolls it again. Logan Sherb leads him down to 1. Dylan Layden going to look back down to the bottom. Now here comes Landon Thompson, your battle for 3rd. Thompson slides Casey Merrill. He'll go up into 3rd. Now look at DJ Estes. Estes up in that 5th spot looking for more. That is your battle for the final transfer. Wow, Landon Thompson with a head of steam caution. Just as he gets going, every time caution. Heath Nestrick around again. So caution light goes out. Logan Sherb continues to lead, but the man to watch is Landon Thompson. We're green. Layden going to look back down to the bottom once again. Thompson getting that car wrapped up top. He's going to rail it around 3 and 4. Huge run down the front stretch. He goes around Dylan Layden like he's standing still on the outside. Layden will battle back down to the inside as down the backstretch. He'll now slide up to the top as we're halfway home. Layden will lose the second spot as he tries the high side, and Landon Thompson almost into the wall. Landon Thompson going to continue to run the high side. He's going to try to run down Logan Sherb. Sherb is your race leader. Dylan Layden now in third, and he's got company in the form of Casey Merrill. Merrill going to go to the high side and try to make a move for third. As now Layden will try on the high side through 3 and 4. That is your battle for third and a little bit more safety. Logan Sherb continues to lead up front, but the lead is erasing. Landon Thompson continues to close in. Dylan Layden trying to hold on to third. Casey Merrill wants it. DJ Estes now going for the transfer. Landon Thompson has caught your race leader as we hit 2 laps to go. Will he try to play it safe and just take the transfer, or is he going for the win? Right flag is out. Landon Thompson all over the back bumper of Sherb. They head down into 1. Sherb runs the high side. Thompson slips up, and he's going to take second. Off of turn number 4. Logan Sherb will win. Landon Thompson will finish second. Then it will be Dylan Layden and Casey Merrill in the final transfers to the A feature. DJ Estes will find himself 1 spot. Inching through 3 and 4. Flagman looking. We're green. Chance McCrary taking the opposite of Logan Sherb. He jumps on the loud pedal early. Kelly looking to the outside, and now here comes Blake Scott railing around the top side, the number 76 of Zane Lawrence. Chris Kelly run from second to fourth. Now look at Blake Scott. Blake Scott from third to the lead, down into turn number 4. 3 wide for the race lead. Chance McCrary up front. Zane Lawrence looking down on the bottom, and Blake Scott up on the high line. His sponsor is Tops Up Here, Bud, in the number 29, and he's showing them where it goes. Blake Scott up on the high line, making his sponsor happy. Zane Lawrence looking to the outside of Chance McCrary for that second spot. He's got it. Chris Kelly now trying to go around him as well in the number 32K. Side by side for the third spot. Contact between McCrary and Kelly. McCrary now finds himself in the final transfer with a pack of wolves right behind him. Halfway home this time. Blake Scott, a man on a mission. He goes to the race lead and is trying to run away with it. Blake Scott running the high line to perfection. 8 laps in the books. He's got Zane Lawrence trying to hunt him down. Meanwhile, we have a battle for 5th. As your final transfer right now is Chase Parson. Chance McCrary just continues to fall. He is with Corby Sherb right now battling for 5th. Blake Scott now entering lap traffic with 2 laps to go. Zane Lawrence, if he has anything for him, will have to try it here. Blake Scott gets around the 11 of Caitlin Dixon like hot knife through butter. White flag is out. 1 more trip around for Blake Scott. He sails down the back stretch through 3 and 4. Checkered flag this time. Your winner will be Blake Scott. Zane Lawrence will finish second. Then it'll be Chris Kelly in third. And your final transfer from the 57, that will be Chase Parson. After that, it'll be Chance McCrary, Corby Sherb, Junior Jenkins, and Caitlin Dixon. Put Frank Lackey with the number T34 of Michael Trammell, the number 11H of Howard Watson, and the 45 of Kevin Boren. We're going green this time. Newberry sets pace. We're green. Scott Newberry will lead into turn number 1. As we got one car way off the pace through 3 and 4, and will now settle into the turn 2 wall, 1 and 2. So Newberry and Cottle will lead them back around. They inch through 3 and 4. Green flag. Newberry will lead them down into turn number 1 with Justin Cottle running in that second spot. Colin Tifatiller going to go down to the bottom and try to make some moves. 2 cars contact at the top of turn number 2, and we keep them going. But 1 car definitely off the pace. We're going to try to get him to duck it down in the infield, and he does. That is the 105 of Nathan Ferguson. So down the backstretch, Scott Newberry continues the lead. Here comes the number 67 of Sean Leisure. Leisure trying to go down to the bottom of the number 05 of Cottle. Cottle holding on to that second spot momentarily, but Leisure all over the number 05. Another car off into the infield. That is the number T34 of Michael Trammell. Michael Trammell off into the infield as the yellow comes out for Hunter Krugel, spinning in front of your leaders, the number 6H. Scott Newberry out by himself on the front row. Sean Leisure and Justin Cottle making up row number 2. Those are your chasers. Scott Newberry sets pace. We're green. Newberry out to the lead as the caution light comes back on. Caution light goes out, so it's a mistake there. Sean Leisure going to the outside, Scott Newberry on the inside. That is your battle for the race lead. Newberry going to go back down to the bottom and try to slide the number 67, and he does. Leisure has to check up, and he'll run down the backstretch. Rick Sott moving up into that third spot after an ill-handling car in the number 05. Cottle will slide back to fourth. Colt Mooney making moves in that number 628. He's going to break into the top 5 as Scott Newberry puts Boren down a lap. Newberry and Leisure in a class of their own tonight up front. Scott Newberry up front with the number 67. Leisure running right behind him, trying to run him down. Leisure into that second spot. It's about a half, now full car length behind. Leisure has been all over the back bumper of that number 11 machine. Kevin Boren going to go down a lap again in that number 45. Colton Mooney working on Justin Cottle. That is your battle for the fourth spot. The lap cars could play the factor here as they slowly approach lap traffic up front. Scott Newberry has been able to hold off Sean Leisure for the meantime. Leisure in that second spot has not let Newberry get away, but Newberry has led comfortably through this whole race. Mooney working the outside of Cottle now for fourth, as we got one car off the pace down the backstretch. That is the 31. They'll pull it off in the pit area. Newberry has caught lap traffic, and so has Leisure. Leisure is trying to stay with them and capitalize on the lap traffic as they continue to pick off cars one by one. Newberry continues the lead. Leisure stays right on his back bumper, and it could get interesting here shortly. Newberry slicing and dicing through the lap traffic. Now a gaggle of cars in front of him, and this could be where it happens. Leisure trying to pick his lane. Newberry trying to slice through the lap traffic. They both go high. Newberry gets around the number 12. Now Leisure caught on the outside, contact into the wall. Leisure has to jump down to the bottom. Leisure now has lost the leader in Newberry. Newberry trying to run away now that he has that advantage. One car slow down the backstretch causes almost a big wreck as everybody escapes through. 15 laps of a schedule, 20 up front, and this has been a beauty. Caution on the Speedway for the 03. Gonna lead them back around once again. '51 has decided to take it off into the pit area. Green flag in the air, we are racing once again. Sopp slips up and has a horrible restart. He'll fade back to the 6th spot. 3 wide for that 4th position. Newberry will lead up front in the number 11S. Sean Leisure in that 2nd spot. Now he just cannot quite hold up with the number 11S. Newberry has been the class of the field all night long. Now with Colton Mooney into the 3rd spot, we'll see what he has for these front 2 runners. Mooney has been one of the fastest cars in the tuner class all season long, and now he finds himself in 3rd after it looked like his race was for the 4th spot. He'll see 3rd with 2 to go. Scott Newberry up front as we got a car slowed out of turn number 4. They get it down into the infield. That is Cooper Tiefetiller. White flag is out for Scott Newberry. Sean Leisure, if he's got anything for him, it's got to be here. Scott Newberry. He started on the pole. He has gone coast to coast. Scott Newberry leads green to checkered and wins the A feature. Sean Leisure will finish 2nd, then it'll be Colton Mooney, Frank Lackey, Justin Cottle, Rick Sopp, Hunter Krugel, Bonnie Cannon, Rob Max, and Howard Watson, your top 10. The number 3, that'll be Kelly Terry with the number 66K of Sean Jorski, the number 3Z of Peyton Zentgraf, and the number 46 of Jason Alexander. We're green into turn number 1. Dust settles down the backstretch. Jay Todd is your race leader. Tyler Webb looking down to the bottom of Aaron Alley. That is your battle for 2nd. Side by side, door to door off turn number 4. Josh Canoyer into that 4th spot. He's looking for more from Tyler Webb. Tyler Webb sitting in the 3rd position. Your battle is about to be for that spot as Canoyer going down to the bottom, trying to make it a side by side. Thomas Walk rounding out your top 5 so far in the number 51. He's trying to make more as he was going pretty quick through his heat race. But meanwhile, up front, Jay Todd continues to lead the way. Aaron Alley into that second position. Aaron Alley trying to break through. He's had kind of a tough season so far, as he's been the bridesmaid, never the bride in that number 17A. Tyler Webb looking down to the inside in the number 56W. Aaron Alley holds the position down the backstretch. Josh Canoyer trying to throw his hat into the mix, as the top 4 relatively unchanged through the first 5 laps. Jay Todd running down to the bottom. He's got the number 17A of Aaron Alley. Aaron Alley having his hands full with the feature winner from last Saturday night, the 56W of Tyler Webb. Canoyer going to run down to the bottom and try to get around the 56. He cannot get the position on the track, but he has got that bumper tucked up underneath the 56 and trying to make a move into turn 2. Canoyer always fast here in Wichita Falls, as well as Lawton Speedway up north. As they start to enter lap traffic, we're about a straightaway away from lap traffic. Jay Todd continues to lead, but Aaron Alley now to the back bumper of the 38. I think Webb gave him a little bit of a shot down the front stretch as that 17A broke free. Josh Canoyer down to the bottom now with Aaron Alley running the high side. Aaron Alley gets into the back of Jay Todd. Now that will open up the hole for Tyler Webb. Aaron Alley, the faster car. Jay Todd trying to hold the position. Kimbrough will take it into the infield. His night is done. But new leader off turn number 4. That's Aaron Alley. Whoa! Slow car sends Alley into the infield. Canoyer, your new leader. Now Alexander goes around in chaos here in the Sport Mod A feature. The 36 MG decided to stay on the track while slowing, and it cost Aaron Alley the lead. Josh Canoyer now finds himself in the race lead. He was in 4th the lap before that. Cars all over this embankment as they are trying to keep them straight. Canoyer down to the inside of a lap car and Kelly Terry. Aaron Alley trying to run him down. Alley trying to hold that second spot from Tyler Webb. Webb holding strong up front. Josh Canoyer, your leader, now with a lot of straightaway in front of him. Canoyer holding strong. Aaron Alley in that second spot. Alley trying to run him down. Canoyer down the back stretch. He knows this time by will be 3 to go. Aaron Alley in that second spot. Tyler Webb in 3rd. Webb all over the back bumper of Aaron Alley, and if Aaron Alley wants it now, he's going to need a caution. Canoyer will see 2 to go. Will Alley catch Canoyer, or will the heartbreak continue for this season? Canoyer slips up out of turn number 4. White flag is out. One more trip around. Canoyer sails it down the back stretch. Through 3 and 4 for the final time tonight. Josh Canoyer will win the A feature. Aaron Alley will finish second. Then it'll be Tyler Webb, Jay Todd, and Trevor Foley, your top 5. Jonathan Powers in 6th. Then it's David Tanner, Brandon Decker, Hunter Welch, and Sean Jorski. As we've got 20 exciting laps here, it's time to drop the hammer. The 25 and the 2X will lead them back around. The starting spot is there in turn number 4. Looking, we're green. Chase Brewer going to lead down into turn number 1. Colby Stubblefield out on the outside, giving him a chase down the backstretch. Drag race to turn 3. Stubblefield on the outside. He will get second at the line, but just by inches. Chase Brewer will settle into the race lead up front, as now Colby Stubblefield was credited with the lead on the last lap. One car upside down. Blake Scott upside down, red flag in the air. Delaware style restart favors the race leader, as they've earned that spot and they should get the advantage. Chase Brewer leads them to the stripe. We're green. Brewer going to lead to the outside. Here comes Stubblefield back down to the inside. Chad Wilson going to power to second. Look at Marcus Thomas down on the inside. Marcus Thomas going through the catfish line in that number 10. He's trying to power into that third spot. Now with a hard slider in that number 10 car, a mistake there. Not an intention for a slider, but that car just could not stick. Justin Melton, the 111, moving up into that 4th spot, looking for more. He's now settled in the 5th spot right behind Stubblefield. Stubblefield running the high side, just cannot quite keep the horsepower on the racing surface, as he will continue to fall. This time Melton going down to the bottom, trying to make it a side-by-side battle for the 4th position. Sterling Hoff right there trying to capitalize as well. Chase Brewer out front in the number 25, trying to run away with it. He's got the top side working for him on rails. He's got the 20 of Chad Wilson in tow. Justin Melton goes up into that 4th spot, taking it away from the number 2X. Chad Wilson and Chase Brewer in a league of their own up front. Chase Brewer about to approach lap traffic as Marcus Thomas exits turn 3. Your leaders enter turn 1. Chase Brewer all by himself with Chad Wilson as they approach lap traffic in the form of Casey Merrill. Merrill in the last position on the Speedway. Hoff gets into the wall through 3 and 4, but keeps it going in that 39 machine. 82 of Austin Saunders pulls it off in the infield. His night is done. Chad Wilson going down to the bottom. We're halfway home with the slider at the line for the lead. Chad Wilson out of nowhere getting the horsepower to the race lead, and now he goes down the backstretch. Chase Brewer going to go back down to the outside here, side by side for the race lead. Brewer with the head of steam, they swap. Brewer to the lead down in turn number 1 as the yellow comes out. Chad Wilson will lead them back through 3 and 4. Flagman looking. We're green. Here comes Marcus Thomas to the outside. He takes second. Sterling Hoff looking for the 3rd spot, as Marcus Thomas gets a little sideways, and he'll settle for second for now. He's going to go back out to the high side. Chad Wilson is your race leader. Melton going to go down to the bottom now and trying to capitalize on Chase Brewer's bad start. He's got third right now. 2 cars around in turn number 3. That is Logan Scherb and Chase Parson. Scherb, the former Texas Sprint Series champions, going from back. Caution light goes out. Wilson steps on the loud pedal. We're green. Thomas goes to the high side. Can he make the run? He's got it off of turn number 2. Marcus Thomas with the move of a lifetime on the outside. He'll slide it down to the bottom and try to run away up front. Sterling Hoff with the head of steam. Sterling Hoff going to go around third and second. Hoff goes to second in the number 39. All of a sudden, the landscape has changed. 13 laps in, we have a new leader and someone who went from 5th to 2nd in a lap. Sterling Hoff going to try to run him down up front in that number 39. Marcus Thomas holding on strong right now. Chad Wilson will go down to the bottom and try to make up some room on the number 39 machine. Chad Wilson staying right there with Sterling Hoff up front. Marcus Thomas has checked out. He is about 4 or 5 car lengths out in front, now more. Sometimes you just got to trust your gut up front. Logan Scherb pulls it off. His night is done. 16 laps in, now 17. The laps ticking down. As next time by, we will see 2 laps to go. Can Sterling Hoff catch Marcus Thomas? He's got 2 laps to do it. Marcus Thomas sees 2. Down the back stretch. Sterling Hoff tries to run him down. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. This is your race for the win. Thomas leads through 1 and 2. Hoff on the high side. A last-ditch effort. He's not going to get there. Off turn number 4, Marcus Thomas picks up the win. Sterling Hoff will finish second. Then it'll be Chad Wilson. Jeff Emerson up into the 4th spot. Chase Brewer rounding out your top 5. Full green. 6 cars, 15 laps. They step on the loud pedal. We're green. Boatwright will lead down into turn number 1. He has got the Hammets right behind him as they head down the back stretch. A gaggle of cars right behind Cody Boatwright as Boatwright will lead lap number 1. Jeff Hammett and Greg Hammett running for that 2nd spot. They've got the number 3 M of Ken Morris hot on their tail. Ruben Broussard has dominated this track through the years, but he's finding himself in the 5th position right now. Cody Boatwright continues to lead down to the inside. As the 13 of Jeff Hammett works into that 2nd spot. Ken Morris going to go to the high side, trying to make it a side-by-side battle for the 2nd position. Ken Morris going to go to the outside. Jeff Hammett going to stay down to the inside. Greg Hammett now contending with the number 51 of Broussard. Broussard trying to make a move and get up into the top 4. Ken Morris going to the high side. We've got a side-by-side battle for second as Morris goes to the outside. Hammett on the inside, give it to Morris. Morris goes to second, and he's going to set his sights on the number 22K. That is Cody Boatwright. Boatwright, a multi-time winner at Southern Oklahoma Speedway, as well as a couple-time champion over there. Trying to run away up front, but he just cannot get away from Morris, as now Morris is stepping on the outside. Halfway home this time by for the USRA factory stocks. Boatwright holds it down on the inside, but he's got his hands full with the number 3M of Ken Morris. Morris going to the outside once again. They trying to go side by side down the backstretch. Now Morris is going to hit the high side. Boatwright going to stay down low. They will meet door to door off turn number 4. Morris goes to the outside. They're neck and neck down into 3 and 4. Boatwright trying to hold on to the bottom, but Morris has the advantage up top. 4 to go that time, as Morris is your new leader. Cody Boatwright now seeing the back bumper. Cody Boatwright trying to run down Ken Morris up front. Morris powered his way into the race lead as he slowly but surely made his way through the field. Boatwright now trying the high side as he stuck to the low side, and it got him past. Boatwright not letting Morris get away, but Morris is not having any issues with the number 22K so far. As we see the white flag, one more trip around for the factory stocks. Down the backstretch for the final time. Your A feature winner off turn number 4. Ken Morris picks up the win. Cody Boatwright will finish second. Then it will be Jeff Hammett in third. Inching through 3 and 4, green flag. David Tanner going to lead through 1 and 2, but the 57 of Jay Baggett looking on the outside. They're going to go side by side for the race lead through 3 and 4. Tanner down to the inside, Baggett on the outside, and they're going to run to the line. It's going to be Baggett at the line. Baggett going to the outside once again. He's got the D25 of Tanner down to the inside. David Tanner retakes the lead that time by with Jay Baggett there in the second spot. Dylan Ramey looking down at the bottom. He's going to try to make a move on the 57. Dylan Ramey making a move down to the inside on Jay Baggett. Baggett gonna slide back into that third spot. Ramey working the bottom side to perfection, trying to run down the race leader, David Tanner. So David Tanner running the high side, Dylan Ramey trying to run him down up front. 6 laps into a scheduled 15. Ramey now getting 2 wheels up underneath the number D25. Tanner holding strong on the outside. Christopher Lutmer moving up into the top 4 there with that 135L. David Tanner all alone up front now as he's starting to put some distance between him and Dylan Ramey. Ramey about half a straightaway behind your leader in the D25. Ramey trying to run away, trying to catch the D25, but David Tanner has just been too much so far. As the one constant throughout this tire race has been David Tanner up front. This next time by, they will see 5 to go as we hit lap number 10. Dylan Ramey now going up high, trying to make some moves. He's trying everything to catch the number D25, but he just cannot quite get there. Jay Baggett continues to run in that 3rd spot. Baggett running into that 3rd spot. David Tanner up front in the D25 trying to run away. Wichita Falls native trying to win at his home track here at Monarch Motor Speedway. He's running the top side, starting to slick off through the middle. 2 laps to go that time for the D25 as Dylan Ramey starting to slip into the picture. They're going to see the white flag this time by. Does Dylan Ramey have anything for your leader? 1 trip around for the USRA Modifieds. Down the backstretch they go through 3 and 4. David Tanner going to lead off turn number 4 to the checkered flag, your feature winner. Dylan Ramey will come home second, then it will be the number 57 of Jay Baggett, the 135L of Christopher Lutmer, the 00 of McCool, and then Hiller. Inching through 3 and 4. Flagman looking. We're green. Michael Reyes going to lead down the backstretch. Jacob Alford into second. Cooper Tiefetiller in that 3rd spot. Reyes digging up the dirt on the high side. We're going to have a drag race for the race lead. Reyes on the high side, Alford down on the inside. They make a little bit of contact down the backstretch, and they're going to go side by side through 3 and 4. Side by side off 4, and they're having a beauty here up front. Michael Reyes trying to protect the lead, but Jacob Alford getting it at the line. They're going to continue to go side by side up front. Alford going to lead down the backstretch, but Reyes not going away just yet. Alford going to try to slide up in front of the number 14M. This has been the most competitive race we've had so far in the youth tuner class. All 3 cars with a shot at this one. Cooper Tiefetiller going around in turn number 3. He will keep it going. We stay green. We were halfway home that time by. Jacob Alford out front. Michael Reyes in second. Cooper T. Fatiller gonna keep it going. Alford running down to the bottom. Michael Reyes up front. They're 1 and 2 down the front stretch. Reyes in that second spot. Alford up front. They see the 2 to go this time by. Down the back stretch, white flag in the air. We're going one more lap with the Youth Tuners. Alford through 3 and 4, coming to the checkered flag. Jacob Alford will win the Youth Tuner A feature. Michael Reyes will finish second. That's what it's on the list. 10 laps on the board. We're green. Sean Kiley going to lead down into turn number 1. We've got O.C. Hunt in that second spot. Hunt going to go down to the bottom and trying to get around the number 28, but he will not get there. Jamie Hatcher will run third. Sean Kiley going up to the high side with the number 13 of O.C. Hunt down to the inside. Hunt trying to get around the number 28, but he cannot quite get there yet. 3-car battle for the race lead as Jamie Hatcher staying right there with him, and now she got way tight off turn number 4. We'll lose quite a bit of ground, but O.C. Hunt going down to the bottom, and he's going to try to make it a side-by-side battle with Sean Kiley. Hunt down to the bottom of the number 13. Keeping it strong, trying to go side by side for the race lead. Sean Kiley has led the way so far, but he's trying to catch him on the inside. O.C. Hunt down to the inside, trying to make a move on Sean Kiley. Kiley holding strong on the outside, but O.C. Hunt challenging to the inside. We're side by side for the race lead. O.C. Hunt has been working and working and working. O.C. Hunt down to the inside with Sean Kiley in the number 28 on the outside. That is your battle for the race lead. Kiley continues to hold the spot on the outside, but O.C. Hunt has been challenging on the inside. O.C. Hunt has been reeling in that number 28 this entire time as they're approaching lap traffic in the form of the 814. And O.C. Hunt's car expires as they were coming to 2 laps to go. They say it runs the best right before it blows up. Kiley will reach lap traffic in the form of the second place runner, Jamie Hatcher. White flag is out. One more trip around for Sean Kiley. Sean Kiley has now lapped the field. He'll come off of turn number 4 to the checkered flag. Your winner, Sean Kiley from Altus, Oklahoma. Jamie Hatcher will finish second.